Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Litter Media Live. This is the Monday edition for June the 26th in the year 2323. Good to have you along with us. I'm Mike Smith, your host. Dan Ramey has the day off today. Dan should be back with us tomorrow. Taking care of some family business today, but it's good to have you along with us today, and hopefully we can get you caught up on some things that happened over the weekend. That includes the Reds. Win streak is over, but that just means hopefully we'll start a new one here this week. Some nasty weather in parts of Indiana and western Ohio last night. Fortunately, we were spared all of that. So that's where we start off with our weather. Much more mild conditions today, although we do believe there is a chance of showers during the afternoon and some parts of the evening. But we'll have a mixture of sun and clouds today with a chance of showers through early evening. Today's high near 79 degrees. And as you can see in the extended forecast, kind of a rinse and recycle, instant repeat of a lot of that type of weather throughout the course of this week. When we come back, we'll be talking about what's happened over the weekend as far as some of our top good stories for the area, as well as what happened in the world of sports. But first of all, let's talk about some of our great sponsors, Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor for more than 4 decades here in central and southern Ohio. If you have a need when it comes to heating, cooling, and plumbing, Accurate is the one you want to call. Also, Scioto Valley Dumpsters. We've talked about them for more than a year now. Carl Gerhardt and his gang doing a great job of getting you what you need to make those big cleanup projects in and around your area. The big giant orange dumpster. If you need one, give Carl a call at 253-8389. He can give you a free quote as to what you need. Whether you need that dumpster for a day or multiple days, give Scioto Valley Dumpsters a call. If you go to our website, this is kind of what it looks like. It gives you a little bit of a variety there, and then you can jump into any particular individual story. And if you did so, you saw this over the weekend, a good news story for the city of Chillicothe. They were honored by the state of Ohio, and that is Representative Mark Johnson on the far right, as Chillicothe was one of the communities placed on Site Selection Magazine's top micropolitan list for 2022. It was a record-setting year with 22 local projects, according to Economic Development Director Tammy Alenardo. That's Tammy standing right next to Representative Johnson. The 4 qualifying projects that earned this designation were Kenworth Trucks Test Building. That capital investment was worth $44 million. Pixel's number 24 machine restart was a $21 million capital investment. Chillicothe Steel's new building was $2.2 million of a capital investment, and Howmet building renovation, that was $1.5 million. So great news for our community to be recognized among some of the state's top communities with economic development. Pike County Health Department is sponsoring a late-night vaccine clinic. That's tomorrow from 4 to 7 p.m. This is to try to help those, especially in the older population or those who work during the day that don't have time to get away to get their vaccines. You can do that from 4 to 7 p.m. That clinic will be at the Pike County General Health District at 116 South Market Street in Waverly. And again, that is tomorrow. If you're like me, a little bit curious about nature sometimes, well, what about the bees that help make things grow with their pollination? Well, the Frankfort Branch Library will host All About Bees with Williams Honeybees tomorrow. That's at 4:30 in the afternoon. This will be something that everybody can get involved in as far as learning something, whether it's the kids or the adults. The Frankfort Branch Library, of course, is at 167 Springfield Street in Frankfort. Talking about kids, they say out of the mouths of babes. I think that's in the Bible. Chillicothe Mayor Luke Feeney's neighborhood office hours taking on a little different approach this week on June the 29th with opportunities for your kids to ask the mayor questions. Again, that'll be June 29th at 3 p.m. at Yoctangi Park AMVET Shelter House. Here's the special part. Ice cream provided by Highlands Creamery in downtown Chillicothe. Also, over in Lancaster, there will be a teen night pool party this Thursday, the 29th. That's at Miller Pool in Lancaster for kids age 12 through 17. That'll be 7 to 10 p.m. There will be games, music, and dancing. Giveaways and pizza, hot dogs with light refreshments will also be provided. Go to the City of Lancaster website, look for Miller Pool, and you can print out a flyer and fill out the emergency contact information there at the door of the pool. Looking ahead to next week, July 4th is going to be a big day for many communities, and Chillicothe is certainly no different with Community Day on Diamond Number 2, running from 2 to 6 p.m. Trolley rides in the downtown will go from 2 to 8 p.m. on July 4th, and, of course, the city pool party will run from 7 to 9:30 p.m. with the fireworks in Yoctangi Park kicking off at 9:45. The Ross County Golf Association will conduct a 3-man charity golf benefit at Chillicothe Jaycees. That'll be coming up on July the 8th. Registration that day starts at 8 a.m. with proceeds benefiting Pioneer School Boosters Club. If you live in or near Bainbridge in Ross County, schedule your vaccine today. We were talking about Pike. Their evening vaccine clinic tomorrow night. Well, Bainbridge has one coming up on July the 15th. That will be at the Bainbridge Senior Citizens Center. Want to go back into the late 70s, early 80s, and relive your disco days? Well, come to Adena Pike Medical Center's Disco Ball. That gala will be on Saturday, August the 26th, from 6 to 11 p.m. at the Twin Lakes Resort in Piketon. Groove under the sparkling disco ball while supporting a great cause. Proceeds will fund the updated critical alert system at Adena Pike Medical Center. Going back to a little bit of golf over in Hillsboro, the Hillsboro High School's alumni golf outing is slated for August the 12th. That'll be at the Hillsboro Elks Club. Tee times are available in the morning and afternoon. The cost is $300 per team, and again, that all benefiting the Alumni Association over at Hillsboro High School. Our road report takes us back down into Pike County today. Work is set to begin on July the 6th for a slide repair on State Route 104 between State Route 32 and Boswell Run Road. Route 104 will be closed for 30 days to complete this repair, and during the closure, traffic will be detoured on US 23 and State Route 32. Now, as we said, that work is scheduled to begin on July the 6th, and they believe that they will be getting the work completed on August the 4th, so just shy of being an entire month that they believe it'll take to get that project done. So that is a look at our road report today. When we come back, we'll take a look at sports on Litter Media Live.
You asked, we delivered. New Mike's Hard Lemonade Zero Sugar. Zero sugar. Amazing taste. Years in the making. Now that's a drink worthy of the name Mike.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Don't forget McDonald's 4 locations in Chillicothe, also located in Circleville, Waverly, and Greenfield.
At Rathkamp Financial, we believe in building client relationships for the long term, guiding you through the stages of wealth with a plan and bringing you closer to reaching your financial dreams. We believe in long-term relationships and working to earn your continued trust with our customized investment solutions.
All right, back here on Litter Media Live with your host, Mike Smith. Let's jump into the world of sports. A lot was happening on the local and national scene involving Ohio teams yesterday, but let's start local. The Jadwin Memorial Baseball Legion Tournament held over the weekend. All of the games this year were at VA Memorial Stadium. And thumbs up to the Chillicothe Post 757 seniors team. They beat Adrian, Michigan 10-1 to win that championship yesterday morning. Congratulations to all of those on 757. They had a really emotional ceremony at the end. Now, it's not pictured here, but there was another picture that we didn't get a hold of. One of the parents of the players, Scott Glandon, who, full disclosure, is my cousin. Scott has been battling cancer for the last couple of years, and the team took the trophy and gave it to Scott after the game. And Scott had a great post. He said, for the first time in my life, I'm speechless. He said, I certainly didn't deserve this, but he said, I'll never forget it. So big tip of the cap to all of the gang there at 757 for that great gesture. Chillicothe Paints, they've won 5 in a row now. They do that with a win yesterday. That is 9-3, a winner. And the good news with that just doesn't stop there. Their 5 straight has propelled them back into the Ohio River Valley Division lead. So the Paints now in first place in that division. Well, the Reds saw their 12-game win streak end on Saturday, 7-6. And wouldn't you know it, yesterday with an opportunity to win the series against the Braves over the weekend since they won Friday night, they lose by that identical 7-6 score. But again, even though now they've lost 2 in a row, this team continued to battle. I think they were down 7-4 in both of those 2 games, Saturday and Sunday, and battled back to within a run and actually had the tying runs on and just couldn't pull it out. So the Reds move on now to Baltimore, Camden Yards tonight to take on a very tough Baltimore club. Let's see if we can get that win streak back in the W column here. The Guardians helped us some on Saturday, but they didn't help us yesterday. They lose to the Milwaukee Brewers 5-4, so the Brewers with that win yesterday and the Reds loss. Cincinnati's still in first place, but by only a half a game. Late last week, we were talking about the Volley in the Village volleyball tournament at Adena. It was the 30th edition. Well, the varsity wrapped up their championship on Saturday. Berlin Highland won that championship in the gold division over Circleville in a 2-0 sweep. Circleville had beaten host Adena 2-1 to get to the final, where Highland beat Unioto 2-0. And then Highland won the championship on Saturday. Now, there was a JV tournament yesterday. Circleville won that gold championship, beating Adena in the final. So that is the way things look for sports on this Monday. And when we come back, we'll be taking a look, as we always do, to our This Date in History. And today, taking you to the year of my birth, although it won't be about me, 1965. Or check that, 1959. I wish I was born in 65. All that coming up here on Litter Media Live.
You haven't had vodka soda like this. No one has. Made with the world's smoothest vodka plus real juice. New White Claw Vodka Soda.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Well, as we always do, we wrap up with this date in history. When Dan and I are together, we finish with a radio moment. Dan not being here today, we'll skip that. We'll get back to that tomorrow. But on this date in history, in 1959, in a ceremony presided over by U.S. President Dwight Eisenhower and Queen Elizabeth II, the St. Lawrence Seaway is officially open, creating a navigational channel from the Atlantic Ocean to all of the Great Lakes. The Seaway, made up of a system of canals, locks, and dredge waterways, extends a distance of nearly 2,500 miles from the Atlantic Ocean through the Gulf of St. Lawrence to Duluth, Minnesota on Lake Superior. The project took about 5 years to complete. St. Lawrence Seaway officially opens on this date in 1959. That's a wrap on today's program. Always keep an eye on our littermedia.com web page. We hope that you'll bookmark that there so you can see the latest in the local stories. We try to emphasize the positive, the informational side. Yeah, we know there's a lot of quote-unquote stories that are, unfortunate stories that somebody needs to report on. We're just letting others do that. We'd like to focus as much as we can on the part of the news that oftentimes gets overlooked or kind of given the back page view. And that's why we hope that you are always with us to check out those stories here on Litter Media. Also, for any alerts or things of that nature, we put that on our Litter Media Twitter site, and of course we have a lot of reposting and additional things that we do on Litter Facebook, like this daily program that we do each day at 11 o'clock. In fact, one of the stories that just went active here a few moments ago on littermedia.com is the OHSAA has outlined their winter sports divisions for 2023 and 24. So that would be wrestling, basketball, swimming, and you want to see how your school will line up for this coming school year. In the winter sports division, fall was already let out about a month or so ago. We already got that on our website. But this is the winter sports divisions, and that just went hot on our website just a few moments ago at littermedia.com if you want to check that out. So until tomorrow, good Lord willing, during our regular 11 o'clock time frame. For Dan Ramey, this is Mike Smith saying have a great Monday, everybody, from all of us at Litter Media Live. So long.